Good morning, everyone. See who's in here. Very Mary, Beach Bum, Shook, Lisa, Verbal Constipation, Lori, Cheryl Lynn. Happy Labor Day. Guys, I forgot it was Labor Day today. I mean, like, I knew it yesterday, but like this morning when I got up, I forgot it was Labor Day. Probably shouldn't even have scheduled a stream, but I've had a hell of a morning anyways. It's not been a good morning. Hey, Kira, Dennis, good morning. Never lose hope. Good morning. So I found us some true crime to discuss. I cannot believe I forgot it was Labor Day morning. Well, okay, so I was going to go to the store this morning, guys. I got my purse, everything. I was going to go early down to the store, get some cigarettes, dog food. I like to be there when it first opens up because I didn't want to put makeup on. Go to look for the Jeep keys. Mark's gone. So I go to look for the Jeep keys. Nowhere to be found. I found an old key bob. Well, it's not an old one. The one, the batteries run down in it. So it wouldn't crank the Jeep. And it just didn't dawn on me till a few minutes ago that it's got like a real key in the bob. You just got to pull it out. Oh my gosh, I'm so dingy. Hey, Michelle, Light Feather. Good morning. You school shopping, Michelle? Timothy's doing online school, online classes. The coronavirus has just now gotten bad here in my area. The number of cases just keep going up. So I thought we would talk about little Braylen Noble this morning, 3 years old, missing from Toledo, Ohio. He's autistic, nonverbal. His mom reported him missing Friday afternoon. She said that she thought that he fell out of a third floor window and disappeared. The FBI is now involved in a search. As soon as he was reported missing, police started searching around the apartment building. And now the FBI is involved and they're offering a $5,000 reward. Let me pull up his picture. Oh, I've got it pulled up. I just need to screen share. I watched a video. Let me make sure to share the audio. His family doesn't want anyone speculating about the case on social media. And like, I get that, but this is making headlines. And when you hear of a little 3-year-old falling out of a window, 3 stories up now, and just disappearing, people's going to talk. It don't make sense. And then you read that there was blood found on a blanket inside the home. I don't believe getting online and harassing these families. I don't do that. I just follow the true crime, um, you know, and discuss it. Find the articles and follow it that way and through videos and stuff and discuss it. I don't reach out to family members. That's not my style. There's no sense in that. Hey, Red Rum. Good morning. Red Rum, this is up in Ohio, girl. Look at him. And his name is Braylen Noble. I think the mother's name, I think you pronounce it the Janae or something. Gosh, I knew how to say this morning. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I don't know how you say it. Dajana or something. It's a weird name, Cox. She said she called 911 and said the boy fell out of an apartment window located on the 3rd floor at Hunter Ridge Apartment Complex. Let's go down to this video and see if it pronounces her name. I thought I knew how to pronounce it. That's a complicated name. Let me unplug my mic. It will probably mute me. Let me unmute myself. Okay. Let's listen to this video about it. Story don't make sense.
We continue our coverage of this breaking news. Just within the last hour, the FBI announcing a $5,000 reward for anyone who can help find Braylen Noble. Behind me, you see the 3-year-old now missing for more than 48 hours. Volunteers and first responders have been working together since Friday, all to bring him home safely. His mom reported him missing Friday afternoon. Right now, 3 days later, crews still looking for the young boy. Braylen's mom told police she thinks the boy fell from a 3rd-story window at Hunters Ridge Apartments, and she couldn't find him after the fact. Search teams combed the nearby complex and nearby Swan Creek Metro Park. Dive teams were in the water just a few hours ago. We spoke with a firefighter returning from that search. He says they did not find anything. Late this afternoon, family and friends came together in the spirit of hope. Dozens of people gathering to pray for Braylen to come home safely. Michael Tater live from Hunters Ridge Apartments, where that vigil just wrapped up earlier this afternoon. Michael, what is the family saying to you tonight?
That's right, Tyler. The family is calling on everyone from the community to keep offering prayers to see Braylen home safely. They say they're aware of several negative rumors going around on social media and are asking people to please stop. They say their entire family just wants to see Braylen home safely. Now, volunteers have been out here all day, as early as 8 o'clock this morning, searching the area around the complex once again. We joined one of those parties down into the woods as people were searching through high weeds and near the creek, just hoping to find some sign of Braylen. At 3 o'clock, the family held a moment of prayer with their local pastor in front of their home. Braylen's great aunt saying the family is hurting right now and just asking for everyone's love and support right now. Braylen's grandfather telling us he just wants to see his grandbaby back home.
Just want to come in together, just pray and lift her up until time. We don't know what the situation is. We just want to keep her in prayer. Whatever's going on, we don't care about the negativity. We just want to be as a family and love on her.
He's no problem. I call him Hercules because he always, I'll play with him. He's tough. I call him Hercules because he's one of my strong grandbabies, and I call him Hercules. He's a cheery. He always smiling. I never seen him unhappy.
Now, search parties are still out here searching the surrounding area around the complex, but there's been a number of false alarms from volunteers. Earlier this afternoon, someone saying they found what appeared to be a footprint, but police arrived and said that was not the case. I think everyone at this point is clinging to anything as a sign of where Braylen may possibly be, but Toledo police were down here this morning searching. For now, it's just volunteers that are assisting in that search right now. Tyler?
Spoke about this a little bit, and you had the opportunity to talk to family members during that vigil.
Let me just pause for a second. Guys, how does a 3-year-old fall out of a 3rd-story window and just get up and walk away? Something doesn't add up with that.
They really...
Crap. Can't operate this thing.
We have a stark message to the community tonight. Is that correct?
Well, that's right, Tyler. They say they're aware of so much hate and negativity towards the family right now on social media, and they're asking everyone to please stop posting and sharing any rumors that are unsubstantiated at this time. They say the situation is already hard enough on the family as is, but they do appreciate all the support and all the volunteers that have come out here over the last 2 days from all across the city of Toledo. They say they just want to see little Braylen back home safely. We'll be out here all night keeping you updated on any breaks in this case. I'll also be on Facebook Live just after this, filling you in with everything that's happened so far today.
Okay. Let me get out of this. I'm looking for something else. Okay. It says at around 8 p.m. on Friday, searchers found a tent near Swan Creek. Inside, they found a blanket that looked like it had blood on it, along with some clothing. The child's mother told police she didn't recognize the blanket. So they found a tent nearby, near Swan Creek, and there was a blanket inside with blood on it. That's very strange. Of course, if someone could have gotten hurt, but who camps and just leaves their tent and stuff? Unless there was an accident, emergency. I mean, like, I understand what the family's saying about the rumors and things, but the story doesn't add up. That's all I'm saying. A kid falls out of a third-story window, a 3-year-old. They would break a bone, guys. More than likely. Hey, Southern Mom, Faithful One, Tremaine. See, I saw someone else. Lauren Jones. There's a child missing. Fill me in, please. He is a 3-year-old little boy by the name of Braylen Noble. He's missing from Toledo, Ohio. He's been missing since Friday. His mom called 911, said she thought he fell out of a third-floor window, but when she went to get him, he wasn't there. And it says he is nonverbal. There's his picture. He's a cute little feller. And the FBI, like I said, is offering a $5,000 reward. Poor thing. I hope that they find him. But, I mean, they've been there searching since Friday. I just don't see a tot falling out of a window and getting up and walking away. I guess anything's possible. I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess, but I just don't see that happening. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying that that's just a strange story. No, it's not saying. We don't know really any more details than that, Beach Bum. Somebody took the baby. A child that falls would have been hurting and wouldn't have gotten far due to pain. That's what I'm thinking, Lauren. Someone could have, that's what I said I think it was yesterday. I talked about this at the beginning of my live stream. Someone, he could have fell and someone could have come and grabbed him. Something's just not adding up. I'm sorry. I'm not starting any rumors because, I respect families in crisis, of course. But I'm just saying it don't add up. And they find a tent. Searchers found a tent. And inside the tent was a bloody blanket. Well, it appeared to be blood, it said, on a blanket. That's really strange. Red Rum, the mom is shady and knows where the boy is. Shame on her. I felt so bad for the grandfather. He seemed like a sweet person when I was watching that video a few minutes ago. Light Feather, I hate to say it myself, but I think I hope and pray that he's okay. Something's not right, guys. As soon as I saw this story yesterday, I was like, something's not right. The story is a rumor itself. Yeah, it's not saying that she saw him fall out of the window. It said she thought he fell out of the window. What made her think he fell out of the window? Why was the window open with a small child? You live up on the 3rd floor. It's a lot of questions. Do we know how far the tent is from the house? No, it just said found near, what do they call it, Swan Creek? They left the window open on the 3rd floor with the baby inside. If the parents are not responsible, they are responsible for leaving the window open. Yes, that's the way my mind's thinking too, Lauren. Red Rum, stop the rumors, but we're going to allow the family's rumors. Makes sense, right? Well, when cases like this make the news, people are going to speculate, and some people will lie and make up rumors. And some people will harass the victims' families. But, people's going to discuss the case because the story just don't add up. And I think that we have the right to, as long as we're not, being disrespectful. Hey, TC, babies, their bones are too small, not developed. There's no way that baby walked away from that. That's what I'm thinking. Crap, I fell in my kitchen, broke my tibia. How do they know he fell if he's missing? Good question. It says she thought. Let me go back down here a minute. Okay, so this one's saying she called 911 and said the boy fell from an apartment window. I swear, guys, I read somewhere it said she thought he fell. Right, Red Rum? Pretty sure Red Rum read that too. I think that was yesterday. Oh, he was last seen wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. Red and white. Oh, I love Mickey Mouse. Okay. I swear, guys, my memory is bad, but I know I read that. Probably in yesterday's article. Let me see what Red Ram's saying. Oh, Tremaine, thank you for the super chat. I love that. Never have a chat that we learn a lot about all y'all. I like that. All y'all. Tremaine. I'm not reading that. I'm going to be watching in y'all carefully for now. Oh, he's talking about our Never Have I Ever game we played the other night. He's saying we freaky. Thank you, Tremaine. Oh, you're a case, Tremaine. Why would that be her first thought? I have no idea. Did you ever look into the Marcus Fizzle case? Those are so similar to that case. It happened in 2006. Yeah. No, I haven't. Hey, Debbie. I don't know if I said hi to Debbie. Well, something's strange about this, and police are saying the same thing, guys. They're thinking that in the FBI. If the mother is involved, it won't be long before the FBI gets it out of her. Yeah, I want to know who else was living in this home. Have CPS has ever been involved before? It seemed like the grandfather's pretty active in this child's life. Do you think the boy could have fell out of the window and it killed him and she panicked because she left the window open and she knew it was her fault? Anything's possible. I'm going to try not to speculate. That's all I'm going to say till we learn some facts. Okay. Is he an only child? I'm not sure. Lauren. It didn't say. They've not released much information about it. Thank you, Light Feather. Was there evidence of blood or anything making it appear he fell? They didn't say. That's a good question, though. The only thing they said about blood was they found that tent near Swan Creek, and inside the tent there was a blanket with what appeared to be blood on it. And the mother said she didn't recognize the blanket. It's weird. There was a tent left abandoned. I think. Hey, Jean. My son adores my parents. They went out of town for 2 weeks, and he talked about them the whole time. Someone in that family needs to stand up for that poor boy and start asking the mom some hard questions. I agree. Anyone with some common sense has got to be questioning this story. Come on now. Even the relatives, they have to be. Of course, no one ever wants to believe one of their loved ones would be capable of harming their own child. That's next door, lady. No need to bark. Ladies wanting to bark. I heard a door shut next door. Okay, well, guys, all we can do right now is just pray for little Braylen and pray that they find him safe and sound. And pray that they get to the bottom of what happened really quick. The clock's ticking. Every second counts when a child goes missing or when anyone goes missing. Every second counts. The longer it goes without finding them, the worse it is. Okay. So while y'all are finishing commenting about that, I'm going to find our next topic. I'm going to try not to be on here too long this morning because I need to run to the daggone store. I got one cigarette and I need to go get some dog food. Okay, let me get my links and articles here. See, who we going to talk about next? Madeline? Talk about Madeleine McCann next, and then we'll do R. Kelly last. Oh my gosh, that guy that attacked R. Kelly, he is in the Latin Kings. He looks like a really mean guy. Let me X out some of these things here. So this new suspect in the Madeleine McCann disappearance allegedly was at a park or a beach not too far from where, like 6 miles or something, from where Madeline disappeared. This was right before her disappearance. And he exposed himself to a little girl on the beach. And I think he might have been, oh my gosh, I hate this word, masturbating. I hate those words. Okay, it says the prime suspect in the Madeleine McCann case is being investigated over a sex attack on a 10-year-old girl a month before the British toddler disappeared. And I think over there, that is considered like when someone exposes themselves like that to a child, it's considered like child abuse. It's like considered a sex crime against a child. Could be. Okay, it says Christian Bruckner, now 43, is alleged to have exposed himself to the German child on a beach while she was on holiday with her family on the Algarve in Portugal in early April 2007. The incident is said to have taken place in Salima, about 6 miles away from the scene of Madeline's disappearance in Pride de Luche. German prosecutor Hans Christian Walters confirmed the link to Bruckner in an interview with Portuguese TV station RTP on Friday. He said details of the case were handed over by authorities in Portugal after German police requested information about any sexual crimes at around the time Madeline disappeared. German magazine Spiegel reported that a victim, now 23, was interviewed more than a year ago, but the case was closed due to lack of evidence. However, she later told police that she recognized Christian from TV reports about the Madeleine McCann suspect in June, it is claimed. Mr. Walters told Sky News that Christian B's lawyer had been sent the case files, but added that there is no direct connection to the Madeline case, except that the suspect is Christian B. In this case of 2007, he is suspected of showing himself in a sexual offensive way in front of a 10-year-old German child on a beach, he said. I cannot say exactly if he was masturbating in front of the child or if he was just shown himself naked. In Germany, that is sexual abuse of a child. That's what I was trying to think of earlier, sexual abuse of a child. And that's why we are investigating. So Christian is currently in prison in Germany where he's serving a sentence for drug trafficking and the 2005 rape of a 72-year-old American woman in Portugal, which happened a year and a half before the disappearance of Madeline. That's what's always made me think he was a good suspect, but it is a little too convenient. Okay, so his lawyer denies any involvement in the disappearance of Madeline. His lawyer says he's innocent. They're trying to set this guy up. He's a real sicko. Whether he's involved in Madeline's disappearance or not, he is a sicko. See, here in the United States, if someone exposes themselves to a child out in public, I don't think that's considered sexual abuse here, is it? I'm not sure what they charge them with. Indecent exposure, something like that. This guy needs to vanish. However, he's not McCann's killer. Yeah. So the American woman that he raped, lived nearby the resort that Madeline disappeared from. I think this is going to be like John Benet's case, guys. I don't think we're ever going to know what really happened. Sometimes I think to myself, what if we're all sitting here speculating, assuming that she's dead, and she's not? Someone could have took her. Held her all these years. Morning, freaks. All praise grace. Gosh, I gotta figure out how to say your name. Is it Straw? Guan? I'm just gonna say Straw. John Benet. Now there's a sad case. Actually, they just showed a John Benet Ramsey documentary on HLN yesterday. I was listening to it a little bit when I was cleaning. There's a woman here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, she is totally obsessed with that case, guys. She puts up videos. John Ramsey, you're a murderer. You sexually abused your daughter. All kinds of stuff. Just takes it too far. I like discussing true crime, and I'm not going to go do things like that. It's ridiculous. Yes, it's Straw. Finally, a smart woman. Men get it wrong. Men don't wear bras, I guess. I like your sense of humor. Usually I can't pronounce anything, so I'm surprised I got that right. Now I just got to get the other name. Oh, Beach Bum, I forgot to give your friend Rat a shout out. Happy birthday, Rat. Belated birthday. That just dawned on me. Careful what you ask for, Straw Purple. You men, burbs, y'all don't know what us women go through. All the pain we have to go through, wearing damn bras, having menstrual cycles, having to give birth. I'm just joking, Burbs. You men got it rough too. Very Mary. I feel the same. I'm sure we will never know. Right. Well, I mean, he is a good suspect. I mean, I'm thinking from what they're saying, but they don't have any evidence. They don't have any evidence to charge him and get a conviction. He's definitely a monster, a sicko. And here he had that property he once lived at, and that allotment. And they found a hidden cellar. He had put in a cellar underground. Why? Planned to have some victims, I guess. Some people, hold some people captive. But I would like to see some real proof. They said they had mobile phone data that put him in the area as the same area as the resort the night Madeline disappeared. That's what they claim. I'd like to see all that, wouldn't you guys? I don't think this guy ever needs to be out of prison because he's just going to keep reoffending. He assaulted his girlfriend's daughter, took pictures of it and filmed it at a park out in public. Guess there was no one around. He got in trouble for a domestic violence, and the cops got into his phone and found the images. Maybe it was his computer. It was one of the two. They found the images. I do know that. Ranger Red. Cool name. Welcome. Thank you. Glad you could make the chat. I'm way behind. I was looking at my StreamYards. I about missed that person. Anyone that's new, if I miss you in the chat, it's not on purpose. It's just like something that's normal for me. I miss a lot. Okay. Lisa says, no way, he don't need out of jail. No. If it was, see what Straw says, if it wasn't for the 10 Commandments, I could rid this world of some of these sickos. Hey, I believe all child abusers, sex predators should get the death penalty. That's just me. Anyone that could harm a child don't need to be on this earth. Tremaine, thank you for the super chat. Y'all keep chatting. I got IHOPs coming. Yeah. I don't have anything that delivers food around here. Well, like pizza. But we don't have like DoorDash. Are you doing DoorDash, Tremaine? Or are you actually at IHOPs? Hey, Dawn. Yes, honey, death penalty. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, some people don't believe in the death penalty. I do in certain cases. And I believe that sex predators should be put to death. Look at old Epstein. He was a sicko. Look how many girls he abused. It was just in his DNA. They said when he would talk about young girls, he would start trembling. Sicko. He didn't deserve to be on this earth. I wish he hadn't have committed suicide, though, because I'd like for him to be tried in a court of law and been found guilty. I believe he took the easy way out because he knew he's never going to see the light of day again. He's going to prison forever. Speaking of predators, R. Kelly. Yeah, I was about to forget about R. Kelly, y'all. I can't be on long this morning. I got to go to the store. Let me find my damn R. Kelly article. Oh, gosh. I knew I shouldn't have clicked on Crime Online. Another child murder. We'll have to look at that after I do R. Kelly. And what is wrong with people letting their boyfriends beat on their kids and abusing their kids? What in the world? Okay, let me find this article. Oh, right here it is. God, wait till y'all see this inmate. Well, y'all probably seen it already. This is a real bad dude that attacked R. Kelly in jail. He said the government made him do it, told him to do it. That's what he's trying to say. He's got tattoos all over his face. Hey, there's nothing wrong with tattoos. I got tattoos, but I just wouldn't want them on my face. It's craziness. Yeah, he's in the Latin Kings. It's a gang member. Yeah, he was accused of killing 2 people with a hammer. He had been put on lockdown several times because of the protests outside the jail, the protest for R. Kelly to release him. He had went to, I guess, the medical doctor there, the mental health doctor there, and had discussed that he was angry at R. Kelly because he'd been put on lockdown because of it. And the medical professional said, well, you're not going to do anything to him. This is what this inmate says. His name is Jeremiah Farmer, by the way. He says, well, you're really not going to do anything to him. And so that Jeremiah Farmer said they had a few words back and forth. And then he decided he was going to go attack R. Kelly. Basically, he said the medical professional egged him on to do it. Okay, it says, the inmate who assaulted R. Kelly inside a jail cell last month claimed the government made me attack, according to the court documents filed in an Illinois court on Tuesday. Jeremiah Farmer, 39, also wrote that he committed the August 26th attack on Kelly in hopes of getting spotlight attention and world news notice to shed light on government corruption. The Chicago Sun-Times reported that Farmer, who is representing himself, made the revelation in a 6-page document filed with the 7th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Oh my God, he's a freaking nut. Okay, so let's see. It says in initial reports suggested the inmate assaulted Kelly because the detention facility was placed on lockdown a couple times due to the protesting. It says that this Jeremiah guy crept into R. Kelly's cell as he slept and stomped on his head. He also claimed that the inmate has F the feds tattooed on his face. And he intended to stab R. Kelly with a pen. I think this Greenberg guy, it says Greenberg previously alleged. Okay, so that's R. Kelly's attorney, Steve Greenberg. Okay. It says a prison employee reportedly used pepper spray to stop the attack. Farmer was placed in solitary confinement following the incident. Oh, he's going to be even more pissed off now. He got put in solitary confinement over it. Okay, so Farmer also wrote that before attacking Kelly, a mental health professional told him, you don't want to assault Kelly. If you did, you would have done it. Farmer said after some back and forth, he was told, go do it then, sparking him to leave and assault Kelly, despite being ordered to stop. So Jeremiah Farmer is a member of the Latin Kings. He was convicted last year of racketeering conspiracy related to the 1999 murders of Marianne Lowry, 74, and Harvey Seeger, 67. He was initially charged with beating the men to death with a hammer at their auto business. At some point, Farmer told police that he intends to confess to the double slayings as he wants to die by lethal injection. What? Who wants to die by lethal injection? Okay. So, Farmer and 5 other suspected gang members were initially indicted on charges of conspiracy to commit racketeering activity, conspiracy to distribute, and possession with intent to distribute cocaine, marijuana, and Xanax. While Farmer was accused of killing Lowry and Seeger, he was ultimately convicted of a racketeering conspiracy related to the men's deaths. Art Kelly, he's got 26 federal charges, guys. And 21 sex-related criminal charges in Cook County. Jesus. He's never going to see the light of day again either. I think he really thinks he's going to get out of jail. No, not going to happen. Hey, Alyssa, good morning. Carolina girl, good morning. I'm glad someone finally hit this R. Kelly freak, Gene said. I'm just reading comments. Beach bum. Yeah, he's got charges in 2 states. Hey, Just Jax. Good morning, sweetie. Yeah, he's not going to get out. He's got all kinds of money. It's not going to get him out of trouble. They're cracking down on these rich and powerful people doing these sex crimes. They're not getting away with it anymore. I saw another comedian. He has been, gosh, what is his name? He has been accused of exposing himself, grabbing women, hitting on young girls. God, what is his name? I can't think of his name because, hell, I didn't even know who he was until I saw the article. Let me see if I can pull up his name. I think it's Chris D'Elia or something like that. Chris D'Elia, I think that's how you say it. I had never heard of him. Let's look at it. 5 different women have accused him of sexual misconduct. I don't know what show he was on. He's a comedian, though. See, I don't watch a lot of comedy. They got to, be a really, really famous comedian for me to know who they are. Because I don't watch a lot of comedy. I like watch horror movies or old movies, black and white movies. I watch some drama, of course. Okay, I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to look at this child's case here. Okay. Move some of the ads. Mother's boyfriend beats Tot, leaves her face down in bathwater after she hits her head. Please tell me this toddler's not beat to death. A Michigan man beat his girlfriend's daughter and left her in the bathwater to die. Has been sentenced to prison. Oh my gosh. 23-year-old Damian Garrett was charged last year with the murder of 1-year-old Skylar Papel. Oh no, her name's Skylar. It's my little dog, my beagle's name. So he did kill the baby. This happened last year. It says June 2020 pleaded guilty to second-degree murder as part of the plea deal. He was sentenced to 25 to 50 years in prison. On September 17th, 2019, Garrett was babysitting Skylar when she drowned in a bathtub. Skylar's mother, Emma, was not home at the time. Can't pronounce her last name, so I'm not even going to try. You piece of shit, son of a bitch. Look at that ugly mug. I hope somebody put your head down the toilet in prison, buddy. See how big and bad you are. Killing a little beautiful girl. Garrett initially told investigators that Skylar fell and bumped her head on the bathtub faucet. The incident happened inside an apartment Garrett shared with Skylar's mother at the Northwind Forest Apartments off of Hedgewood Drive in Midland. Garrett said after Skylar hit her head, she was submerged underwater for several minutes before he found her. A 1-year-old, I don't believe that story for 1 second. A 1-year-old shouldn't be left unattended, any baby in water. Okay. So first responders arrived and found her unconscious. Oh, he was found outside, Garrett, when first responders arrived. He was outside with the little girl, I guess holding her. Hospital staff noticed fresh bruising and wounds on Skylar that appeared to be concerning. An autopsy performed on the toddler confirmed she died from drowning. The report indicated that Skylar also had severe head injuries that were possible contributing factors, but not in themselves sufficient to cause her death. So on September 8, 2019, investigators questioned Garrett again. During the second round of questioning, the suspect admitted that he grew angry when Skylar refused to get her hair wet while he was trying to give her a bath. Are you serious? That's going to make you get so angry that you beat a child to death? Could tell you how many times I bathed my son when he was little and he wouldn't want to get his hair wet. They don't like to get water in their eyes. Freaking idiot. These women and these men going to have to quit just trusting their boyfriends and girlfriends around their little small children, leaving them alone with them. It's bullcrap. Okay, so he admitted that he hit the toddler at least 4 times. During the final hit, Skylar struck her head on the faucet, then fell unconscious in the bathwater. He left Skylar face down in the water and went out to the living room, where he was punching the floor. The affidavit continued. After 5 to 6 minutes, Garrett returned to the bathroom, where a motionless Skylar remained beneath 6 to 8 inches of water. Crime Online spoke with the child's father, Robert Papel, in 2019, who said that he had been trying to get custody of Skylar. Papel claimed child's mother would block any attempts by moving to different locations. He said Emma wouldn't let me know where Skylar was living or even staying. She'd packed Skylar up in the middle of the night, told my girlfriend she was moving back up north, and told her not to tell me. Any time I tried to do the next step or do anything to see my daughter, she would pack up and move and block me and not contact me. She would tell me I could see her, then tell me I was never seeing her again. Well, she had no business leaving this child alone with this damn thug. That's my opinion on the situation. You can look at that son of a bitch and tell he's hateful. You can just see it in his eyes. You can just... that probably wasn't the first time that he abused little Skylar. Normal people don't react that way. Normal people don't beat on children. Normal people don't get mad because a child doesn't want to get their hair wet when they're bathing. That is freaking normal. Piece of shit. He deserved the death penalty for what he did to little baby Skylar. Pisses me off. So sad. Look at her beautiful eyes. Oh, bless her heart. Where's the mother's responsibility in all this? She know he was going to beat her child, kill it? No. But she had to know how he was. He was short-tempered. It's apparent. Got mad. His excuse because the baby didn't want to get her hair wet. Short fused. She had to have known that. Can't tell me she didn't know that. Look at my chat here, guys. Jesus, my heart. She reminds me of my baby. Yes. Just Jax. I don't understand why people are so trusting with their kids. I trusted no one except my parent. Hey, every time my son comes back from his dad's, I ask him if they was good to him. If my son ever came and told me someone done something to him, I'd automatically believe him and I'd take action. You got to question your kids. Now, it's not like I go about it and be like, oh my God, were they mean to you? No. I just say, did your dad's girlfriend treat you right? And if she says something a little snippy to him, he tells me. Sometimes she has to get on to him, her boys too, about the games. It's just not like she says something to him. Because that would not go over well with me at all. Yes, they say good for asking your son. Yeah, I constantly remind him about people online too. Trusting people online. Good morning, drama. About missed you. Jermaine, why all y'all ladies like assholes like this guy? Well, Jermaine, I don't like men like that. Back in my younger days, I never dated anyone that was like that. I mean, would beat a child. Now, I dated some abusive men back in the day. Well, I was married to one. And he had to never put up with a man like that. When I was single and dated, I never did take men around my kid. It was like forever before Mark met my son. My chat's froze. Just trying to fix it. Oh my goodness, guys. I gotta get off here. Let me find our good topic. So sad. These child cases, they get to me. They about ruined my morning. I gotta quit clicking on crime online and finding new cases in my streams. Okay, let's see. Where is my thing at? Okay. So our good topic of the day is about a shelter dog that was in the shelter for like 1,250 days. And he finally found him a home. Let's see. We'll get it pulled up first. I'm so glad he found a home. So sad what dogs have to go through. People will adopt them and keep them for a couple years and then bring them back to the shelter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not my normal crime fighting self this morning. I don't feel good. After I set up my live stream, I was like, gosh, I wish I hadn't, because I don't feel good at all. Hold on one second. So Bowie, a 6-year-old pit bull from a St. Louis dog shelter, finally found his forever home after being with a foster parent for the past few years. There's no question that dogs are indeed a man's best friend, and Bowie, the 6-year-old pit bull, finally found his life companion. Bowie has been living in foster care for quite some time, but recently he was brought home by an owner perfectly fit for him. I can't even read. Oh, that's so sweet. Bowie was born in 2014 at Gateway Pet Guardians and was adopted shortly after, but also returned in a few years. Months later, Bowie found shelter in a foster house for 2.5 years. Still, it wasn't a place he could call home, according to the placement manager, Brittany Fleming. He's a great dog who is very well trained and just needs someone to give him a chance. Let me get down here. Finally, the adorable Pit found a loving owner, Brianna, who adopted him after his story was shared and received over 40 applicants. So he is a sensitive dog who needs to be the only pet in the household. He also is afraid of children, which makes Brianna, who has neither a perfect owner. Additionally, Brianna's roommate is a dog trainer, being the ideal home for Bowie. Oh, he is so cute. Look at him with his bow on him. That is so cute. Oh, there's another story. Sandy's adoption. She was 12 years old. She spent 2,461 days at the Marion Grant County Humane Society in Indiana. Ooh, she's pretty. She's pretty. She found a home, so that's great. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even read right this morning. I do not feel good at all. But anyhow, I'll be all right. Jack's mom, that sounds like she's perfect placement. Yes. Cat McGlynn, oh, she is a cutie. Yeah, that last one, Sandy, I never saw a pit bull that color before. I mean, I saw the blue pits, but she had like blue and white or something mixed in. It's sad, and it's so hard to find happy stories. Yeah, when I read those child abuse cases, they can change my whole day. I am a very sensitive person. I think I'm an empath. That child abuse story, it really, I don't know, it changed my whole mood. I wasn't feeling good anyways before I come live. Anyways, I think it's good to end on a positive note with a good story. We ended with a good story, but I'm still a little bothered about Skylar's case we just read. Thank you, Shug. Thank you. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better live stream. I'll be more energetic. Just not feeling good today. Tired. I must have done too much work this weekend. I got a lot of work done while Mark's been gone. Really, I cleaned my son's room. I'm talking about walls, carpet, everything, rearranged it. Now I was over at the funny farm, did all kinds of work yesterday. I did a short video, but I didn't show half of what I did. I did a lot. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here so I can at least put some foundation on and run to the store. I've got to go. Got to go get me some cigarettes and some more dog food. Anyways, thanks for chatting. Shannon says, girl, your lives are always the best. Well, thank you. Thank you. I love chatting with y'all. We don't have problems like some of the other channels do, the drama and stuff, you know. I got a good chat. I've got good people in here that got common sense and that are respectful. We all give our opinions. We respect each other's opinions, even if we don't agree with them. It's one thing I just love about y'all. If someone else in the chat has an opinion different from your own, you don't say nothing about it. And there's no need to. I think it's stupid arguing over true crime cases. I mean, the only way I'd argue over a true crime case is someone was like defending Fotis Dulos or Chris Watts, someone like that. Yeah. I might argue a little bit with them, maybe. But anyways, thanks for chatting. Thanks for your support. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Reminder, Wednesday night channel members, live stream. We're going to be doing it every Wednesday night from now on, our members streams. I'll find us something fun to do. Find us a good topic or something. Anyways, I love y'all. Please remember Braylen Noble in your prayers and his family. And I'm going to keep y'all updated about that. Anyways, love y'all. Be safe. Be kind. Peace.